Again, he's 143, doesn't overestimate him in terms of ability. You just don't know how he's going to react to the race.
And if there's a horse that's a massive price that appears to be underestimated here, I wonder whether it might be Edge Briar, who won the traditional trial for this race, the Bradbury Star route.
He did, and he won it in really good style. The cheek pieces seem to work a treat. I mean, hello.
There's a horse who has been withdrawn. Number 18, Gone Beyond Recall, will not run because he has arrived at the start without his visor. Long way to come from Ireland to go down to the start without a visor.
Whoops. Well, whoops for connections. Whoops all round. I mean, one of the stewards should have spotted that as well, but it's essentially down to connections. And that's a disaster.
Back to the race. I was talking Edge Briar's chance up a little.
Yeah, and really good start win. It puts Channing Barr in this race with top weight, and I suppose that means you want more from Edge Briar, but he did win the trial in good style.
Back to the principles.
Yeah.
Can it be David Pipe with Great Endeavour? Could it be John Joe again with Sunny Hill Boy, or perhaps Nicky Henderson with either Long Run or Mad Max? The big stables seem to hold the aces here, and we're looking for a stellar performance. Long Run, Brown Silks, Orange Leaves and Cap. All eyes will be on him. He's a strong favourite for the 2010 Paddy Power Gold Cup, the first big steeplechase of the season. Mike Catamole is your big race caller.
And they're walking and they're off and running, off to a first-timer for the Paddy Power Gold Cup of 2010, and Little Josh emerges as the leader to the first of the 16 fences. They're flying at the first fence, and Long Run took it in about 6th or 7th place. Finger on the Pulse is tracking the leader with on the near side Edge Briar, and they're going a real clip here in the early stages. Great Endeavour is on the outside, took that in about 4th or 5th place. Pigeon Island at the back of the field is plumb last. Crossing the intersection and heading off towards the 3rd fence now. Little Josh the leader by a length and a half to Edge Briar in 2nd place. 3rd on the outside is Finger on the Pulse. 4th then in the middle of the course is Mad Max, just been trapped by Great Endeavour. The Sawyer on the rail then is close up in 5th spot. Just behind the leaders then, behind these is Long Run, who's got a decent position. Pocolan is alongside him as well. So too is Catch Me, the pale blue jacket of Passato, right there in the middle of the field as they take the turn. Chico Polos is also in the middle of the field. Guanaco's green cap is out towards the rear of the pack. So too towards the back is Can't Buy Time in the blue cap of JP McManus. And Dancing Tornado is also held up alongside Sunny Hill Boy. So as they take the first in the home straight, there was a mistake by Can't Buy Time at the back of the field. So that was fence number 4, and quickly on to the 5th, and Little Josh is ensuring that they're going a real good old clip here. Finger on the Pulse is over it in 2nd place. 3rd is Edge Briar. Mad Max on the outside, the big horse in the yellow and purple Diablo, the colour change. The Sawyer next from Pocolan on the inside, who's grabbed the inside rail. Long Run and Great Endeavour follow with Chico Polis's pink cap on the inside. Door Boy, Catch Me and Guanaco in the thick of things as well. Towards the back of the field on the inside is Dancing Tornado, just in front of Sunny Hill Boy. Pigeon Island has now passed a couple, Awesome George and Can't Buy Time at the back of the field. Mistake by Long Run at that fence, probably his first of the race then, as they took number 7. And heading up the hill they go. Little Josh striding out in front here for Sam Twiston-Davis. Leads by 4 lengths to Finger on the Pulse, with Mad Max tracking him on the outside, and Edge Briar saving ground. Dominic Ellsworth on the inside. Great Endeavour, the grey, and Long Run racing together as they climb the hill and take the next fence. Behind them is Catch Me, sitting in about 7th or 8th place, followed by the Sawyer and Pocolan, who continues to save ground. Chico Polos is patiently ridden in the middle of the field. Behind that one comes Passato and Door Boy. On the inside then is Dancing Tornado, and then comes in the green cap on the outside is Guanaco as they take the first fence down the back. Catch Me made a pretty bad blunder at that downhill fence, heading off down towards the water jump which is fence number 10. Little Josh and Finger on the Pulse will rise at it with about a length between them. Mad Max is stalking them in third place. Great Endeavour on the outside fourth. Long Run, Catch Me recovering to move into sixth place. Little bit of ground made up on the middle of the field there by the pink colours of Chico Polis's Edge. Briar made a mistake there at the open ditch as they head off towards the next fence. Reminders for the Sawyer, who's backtracking. Doorboy is inching into contention with the back of the field as Little Josh reached for that fence a little bit, which was the last on the far side. Pigeon Iron is readily outpaced, and Can't Buy Time is well outpaced and detached from the main group. Making their way to the fourth last fence in the Paddy Power of 2010. It's the big open ditch at the top of the hill, and it's Little Josh here who's gone hard at it from the start. Jumped it beautifully. Mad Max and Long Run over it in second and third place. A faller, Chico Polos, just when he was coming into the race there at that particular point. They got three more fences left to take in the Paddy Power. Little Josh is out in front by 7, but the two Henderson runners are tracking him. It's Mad Max on the outside of Long Run, second and third, followed by Great Endeavour. Finger on the Pulse pushed along, and then Pockland up the inside getting into it. Catch Me is coming under a drive now. Guanaco from the rear of the field, the green cap, is staying on from the back with Dancing Tornado. They're coming down now to the third last, and it's Little Josh. He's been out in front so far and continues to skip along merrily in the lead here. He leads by about 5 lengths now. Mad Max and Long Run in pursuit. Great Endeavour, and then last year's runner-up Pockland, followed then by Sunny Hill Boy, who's 5 or 6 lengths behind him, who goes into 6th place. But down the hill they come towards the home straight. Little Josh and Sam Twiston Davis with a 4-length cushion over Mad Max and Long Run, the two Henderson, the stablemates behind in second and third. Long Run now shaking off Mad Max to go second, but Little Josh up to the second last, jumps it beautifully. 6 clear of Long Run, who blundered over the second last. Mad Max is next. Guanaco a fall at the back, and hampers Catch Me when held at the final fence. Little Josh skips over it clear of in second place. Long Run, who's trying to rally up the inside. Dancing Tornado staying on Durley, but up the hill it's Little Josh and Sam Twiston Davis, 5 lengths to the good, trying to make every yard. Dancing Tornado is going to stay on 2 lengths, and a famous win for the Twiston Davis family. Little Josh won the Paddy Power of 2010. Second, Dancing Tornado. Long Run was third, then Mad Max, and Pockland stayed on with Great Endeavour next.
This is Twiston's playground, and the Gold Cup winning trainer's done it again. Little Josh makes just about every yard to take the Paddy Power Gold Cup of 2010, and he has done it in the hands of the trainer's rising star of a son, Sam. They'll be hoisting the bunting in Naunton as we speak. Come this meeting every year, come the Twiston Davis team, they just know how to do it. From Tipping Tim via Imperial Commander, and now to Little Josh. A blinding display of jumping and galloping from this horse who dead heated at Carlisle last time. Out on his own today, and how hard a host of well-handicapped pursuers tried. Long Run Orange Sleeves, Yellow Sleeves Mad Max, far left Great Endeavour, all the inverted commas right horses there to have a go, but none could get past, and it was left to Dancing Tornado to run on with Long Run for the Miners. More of that later, but let's hail Little Josh. Not so little anymore.
Fantastic performance. A racer stacked with pace. He's the one who's taken the bull by the horns, and he's just run them into the ground, hasn't it? It clearly pays today to be up there. I mean, you'd have to say that, but that's a fabulous performance. And what a boost for Weird Al, who he did heated with at Carlisle in that gripping graduation chase. Weird Al gave him £6, and his Hennessy chances have just been given a real boost by this.
Any number of horses emerged with credit from the race, but there was one dominant force from a long way out, and it never really looked like they were going to get to him.
No, it didn't, did it? I mean, you kept looking back to see who was travelling, who was coming, but he was just maintaining a really relentless gallop.